Good evening, YouTube. General Soul back with Persona 4 Golden. Alright, when you're ready, speak to Teddy, and we'll go back to the bathhouse, and we're going to work our way up to save Kanji. So once you enter, with the way how games are being made today, there's a lot of hope for a remake of this. I wonder how they're going to do this part. Because you know there's going to be some idiots that don't play video games, that won't play this game anyway, regardless, who are going to give shit. Just talk a bunch of shit about how this area is. These enemies are bribed fuzz. They are weak to fire. So, Yukiko, show what you can do.
Two enemies dead. Ready? It will end here.
So we still have red shadows. Now here, neither one of these have any weaknesses. Dancing Hand and Nazim Beast. No weaknesses. The Beast has no strengths, but the Hand will block fire, or not block, but resist fire, ice, electric, and wind. So basically it's best to just physical attack them. Now the Dancing Hand in this fight ran away whenever it was left alone. That's the only time that one of these escaped. So I don't know if that's just I got bad luck or if that was by design, but it is what it is. If you're playing on a higher difficulty than I am, at the end of this entire dungeon you want to be around level 20. I'm around level 30 whenever I'm done. Alright. Monopolizing Cupids are weak to ice. The atomic basalt, basically the rocks, are weak to wind. So this is Yusuke and Chie. During my exploration, I did get a better weapon damage-wise for Chie, but it has a very low hit percentage. So it's very much, if it hits, it's going to hurt. The problem is getting it to hit. There's one of a few times here that I think that, no, because it changed that. Damn it. I did not get as many sweeps this dungeon as I did in Yukiko's. Alright, floor 2. There are 11 floors, 10 that we explore. The 11th is the boss chamber. It's very obvious what it is. Okay, so this one pissed me off because I swung at this enemy, hit it twice, watched my sword go through it, and the game said, you missed twice, so I got enemy advantage. Fuck you. This enemy has no weaknesses but resists physical. So you might want to just hit it with some magic spells. That'll do it. Alright, so we got a shadow jumping out of here, and we have this dungeon's gold hand. This is Wealth Hand. Wealth Hand will summon that dice. It is weak to lightning. Wealth Hand has no weaknesses, and it is strong against all spells and nullifies light and dark. So just go all out with it. Use Zeo on the dice. So basically the way I've got my team set up, we got Chie with ice, Yusuke with wind, Yukiko with fire. So I made sure to have lightning on you and have light and dark if possible. And then just, damn, kick his ass, Chie. And just go all out with that. That way we've got everything covered. And for most of the game, that is how I've got everything set up. I do make a couple of trips to the Velvet Room to make new personas. I have not made every persona that I can at the moment. I'll probably wait until we're getting close to our next trip to the TV world. Alright, so we're level 25. We can now make hold up to 10 personas. When we get done, I'll be able to hold 12. In fact, it's like a level or 2 or maybe 3 later that I'm allowed to hold 12. So they made you wait forever to be able to hold 8 and then very quickly said, okay, now you can hold 10. Okay, here's 12. And unlike Persona 3 Portable, we are able to pick our teammates' build. Because if you recall in Persona 3, they made their own changes. Alright, floor 3. In this door, this one is, here's our introduction to Kanji's shadow here.
There he is!
Kanji!
Oh, my, thank you for your undivided attention. At last, I've penetrated the facility. These images are coming to you live from inside this steamy paradise, but I've yet to have any charming encounters. Could this hot fog be the cause? It's like steam rising from sweat. My body's tingling with excitement.
Crap, this is so wrong in so many ways.
I remember it being kinda like this on Yukiko's show, too. No, it wasn't like this. Those voices again. Wait, are they louder this time?
These voices. I was wondering whose they could be since it's only the victim in here. Is it the people watching outside?
You mean everybody who's watching the Midnight Channel? They're reacting to the show? Yikes! If people are watching Kanji-kun now, he's gonna be a legend in a way he never intended.
Well, it's really his shadow, not him. But normal people won't know that.
The shadows are getting really restless.
That elusive thing I truly yearn for. Will I finally find it here? Well then, onward and deeper to reach further realms of romance. Let's get going, damn it!
Kanji-kun!
That was his other self. It's trying to reveal his hidden feelings. It seems much worse than that time with Yuki-chan's shadow. At this rate, it might end up getting bare naked.
Bare naked? Oh man, here it comes. Was I supposed to laugh?
You know your jokes are lame if Yukiko isn't going to laugh at them. This enemy is weak to Mudo, which I do have a persona with Mudo. Yeah, High Pixie. I'd switched to High Pixie because I'd actually learned every skill I could on that other persona that I was using, the sheep one. So I have no reason to use that persona anymore other than just to level it up. So we're just going to work on High Pixie now. Especially since we can cover a lot of the Hama and Mudo and the Zio. I kind of want to recover. I kind of want a chest key. And I kind of want a persona. Damn it. Okay, now we have... Okay, the little...
I know you can win.
Pursuing Pisces or PC, or I think I'm assuming it's supposed to be Pisces, is weak to Mudo, if I'm remembering correctly. I only ran into that on this floor. No, it's not. It's not Mudo. What is it? Is it Hama? Yeah, it's Hama. Okay, so it's weak to light. And of course the angels are weak to ice. And I think Chie currently has that weapon that I told you about. We'll see here in a minute. Yeah, these enemies will try and... Yeah, Chie's wearing the weapons I'm talking about. They're very powerful, but their hit percentage is like 30. So if she hits, she does a lot of damage. The problem is getting her to hit. It wasn't too much of a big deal, so I kept them on her. If it had been to a point where she was absolutely worthless, I would have put her back to her other weapon. It would have been weaker, but at least it was hitting. Okay, I've come out because I have filled up with personas. Go ahead and give Marie my skill cards that I've got. We're going to... Nope, check compendium first. I want to register the personas I've worked on. So, yeah. Zez High is completely done. Every skill. It's got every skill it's going to learn, so it is done. High Pixie, we've done a little bit of work. We actually got a new skill. And Rakasha, we did get some XP on, so we're going to go ahead and register this. These are ones that I picked up, so these are not going to be changed up at all. We're not registering these at all because everything we got is better. So, as I said, I am not making every persona that I can right now. I'm going to basically make personas until I have room for something else. Apparently the game really wants me to make Hoapo. So I guess I should do that, huh? Let's give it Hama and Mudo and Growth. It's not really going to be that important because I'm not even going to be keeping it on me. Especially since it uses fire mostly. And that's going to be Yukiko. Especially since Yukiko's going to be in the party 9 times out of 10. Especially since she's our healer. And best girl. But mostly because she's our healer. Alright, so got that. And next, okay, we can make an Ose, but do I want to? Well, no, I can't. I'm a level 29. But Titania! Yeah, it does seem we're leveling up a lot quicker than we did in Persona 3 Portable. I think they definitely made tweaks to the game to make it less grindy. Alright, Titania's done. Red wall. Yep, that'll protect us from some fire damage. That'll be good. Okay, next. Ganja. Okay, we are about to get the Nose Doesn't Always Know trophy. You get that trophy the first time a mistake is made. It is completely RNG. You know you made a mistake because the card falls to the ground instead of its normal reaction. So we did not make Ganja, we got an Incubus. I think it was it's still called Incubus. So yeah, so basically with a mistake you're going to get a random different persona instead of the one you tried to make. Sometimes that's a good thing. We didn't have an Incubus, so we needed that. So cool. Sometimes it's bad. So anyway, we'll make Ares here. So that is one trophy we have just earned. Through this entire video, we do earn 3 trophies. And I think after we're done making personas here, we're going to get our next trophy. If not, it was next time we come back here to make personas. But at one point here, I don't remember exactly which one, we get the trophy Fusion Expert for performing 50 fusions. I don't remember if that was done in this trip or the next trip, but at some point in this video we do get Fusion Expert because we fused 50 personas. I think it was my next trip to the Velvet Room, but don't quote me. And then, of course, our third trophy is for rescuing Kanji. And that reminds me, I did forget to mention that we got a trophy for rescuing Yukiko called The Prince Arrives, or it was something along that line. I did mark it in the description. So, yeah, we do get 3 trophies this video. And final persona we're going to make is Power. So, definitely need Mazio. And what else do I want to use? Growth would be nice. Counter. Counter would be nice. That would be good too. Alright. And we got Power. And that is all the personas we can make right now, unless I want to buy some to make more. I'm going to hold off on that. Basically, what I'm going to do is I will wait until we're close to our next trip into the TV world. And at that point, I will then go ahead and spend money to buy personas. But because we have registered, that was 25% of the compendium. We will now get a 10% discount when we buy personas out of the compendium. Yep. Persona 3 Portable and Persona 3 FES and Persona 3 on the PlayStation 2 did not do that. You didn't get no discounts. This was the first game that allowed you a discount as you completed the compendium. Alright, back inside the bathhouse. The birds are weak to lightning, so that's a Zeo. Vicious ravens is what they're called. So just go all out on the tiger and use, or yeah, we're going to use, do I want to use Sonic Punch? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Of course we fucking miss. Yeah, hit him. He deserved it. Alright, so Mazio will take care of the birds. And, okay, so, with the fox, the way the fox works, remember the fox follows us into the TV world and is here to help us. So, my understanding, I was thinking that it basically we bought items from it. No. The fox is like the clock in a way. In a way, I say, because the fox is not going to heal your HP. You pay money to replenish your SP. And then you can use your spells or items to replenish your HP. So, that is the fox's purpose. Alright, so, the Phantom Master, I believe, is Muto? Oh, it's wind. Okay. Okay. I was thinking of its cousin. I didn't see very many of either of these enemies, so I don't really remember what they're weak to like I do some others. Okay, so the little king guy here, this is Egotistical King. He's weak to fire. So now this is where I learn a bad lesson here. So I'm like, okay, we'll Zeo the birds, do a little bit of damage to the other. Well, he drains. That isn't a bad lesson. There was another one where I ran into something where I Zeo'd some enemies that were weak to Zeo, and the other enemies reflected that back to me and nearly killed me. Okay, some information to keep in mind on shuffle time. If you're trying to get sweeps, you must pick up every card. So for example, now that I've got the 2 more, if I were not to get that change arcana and pick up everything else and then the change arcana goes away, not a sweep. Even if you had the extra turn to pick it up.
Congratulations, Sensei!
Alright, I leveled up.
Alright, this floor here is floor 8. This one has a mini boss battle. None of the floors had the little teleportation trick or anything like that, like Yukiko's castle had. So we have fought this before, but this is a harder version of the Daring Gigas. Same weaknesses and strengths apply. It is highly resistant to physical, no weaknesses. So use magic on it. It'll go down soon enough, but it's a souped up version of what we've already fought.
Enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Come on! Take that! Someone finish it off! It's over! I can't defeat it!
Counting on you! Persona! Damn, it's not going down.
Come on! Yikes, it's tough!
Persona! Great work!
You leveled up! Excellent!
All right, I leveled up.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Now, on like floor 4, there was a locked door in front of the stairs, and that key would open it, but obviously we didn't need the key because we got up to floor 8 without it. But yeah, there was a locked door in a previous floor that we didn't get the key until now. So, interesting. I guess it was just a shortcut to the stairs. And I think this is the last new enemy that we ran into. The Grave Beetle has no weaknesses, is resistant to light. There are other enemies in this dungeon, but I never ran into them. I never ran into Rainy Brother 4. They are weak to ice. It nullifies everything except for ice. And they're only found on floors 1 and 2. Let's see, what else did I not run into? I don't think we ran into Cloud Girl Pot. That's weak to electric with no strength. They're only on floors 3, 4, and 8. Let's see, Rainy Sister 4 we didn't run into. They're weak to ice and nullify everything but ice, and they're on floors 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't recall running into Selfish Basalt. They're weak to ice, electric, fire, wind, light, dark. They have no strengths. They're on floors 4, 5, and 6. And that's it. Yeah. So quite a few enemies that we never ran into that you can. So. Oh, the twins back there. That's what I was talking about. They reflect ice. They're weak to fire, so they kind of kicked my ass there because I was getting rid of the birds. I thought maybe I cut that out, but no, I didn't. So yeah, these are the killer twins. I was just thinking, like, I don't think I've seen those yet. Okay, yeah, we've definitely got a sweep here because we can use 2 turns to grab that, and if I grabbed the other one, we could have had a sweep. So that is not a sweep. So I thought I'd seen all the enemies, but apparently not. We have these crying tables are weak to ice, and these last ones are Wondrous Mage. They have no weaknesses and no strength. So I just go all out physical on the Magus, and they'll die pretty quickly in 1 or 2 hits. And the others are weak to Chie's Babufu. So long as she hits them both. Okay, we are at the top floor. If we go through that door, we fight Shadow Kanji. But before that, we're going to exit and go to the Velvet Room and make more personas until we can't make any more. So here's the fox. So ask for healing, and you spend money just like the clock in 3, but he does not heal your HP, only your SP. So, yay. I thought about using items to heal me, but we end up just using Yukiko's SP because we're going to have plenty of SP for the fight. Again, we're going to register power. Everything else is what we've picked up. I'm not as in a hurry to pick up personas first in this game as I was in 3. I'm going to give Marie all these skill cards that I've picked up, and let's just use what we can. So again, if you're following along, just look at the list of personas that are used. That link will be in the description for fusing personas again. You can also use that to make personas. Since we had a mistake last time we tried to make Ganja, let's try again. I'm going to make what personas I can, and then I will see you as we're ready for Shadow Kanji. Okay, we are in the 11th floor. Go in there and we have the scene with Kanji and then fight the shadow.
There they are!
Kanji!
Oh, come now! Enough with the charade. Isn't it awful to deceive people? To deceive yourself? What's so bad about doing what I want to do? And that has nothing to do with it. I'm what you really want, aren't I? Hell no! Oh, how I hate girls. So arrogant and self-centered. They cry if you get angry, they gossip behind your back, they spread nasty lies. They look at me like some disgusting thing and say that I'm a weirdo, laughing at me all the while. You like to sew? What a queer! Painting is so not you. But you're a guy. You don't act like a guy. Why aren't you manly? What does it mean to be a guy? What does it mean to be manly? Girls are so scary. I ain't scared of them. Men are much better. They'd never say those awful, degrading things. Yes, I vastly prefer men. Hell with that! What makes you think you can say that shit with my face? Why, you're me. And I'm you. You do know that, don't you? No. Nuh-uh. No way! There's no way in hell that you're me! You're me, and there's no denying it!
Kanji-kun!
Everyone, on guard!
So this battle with Shadow Kanji is going to be a 3-on-4 battle. One of the minions is weak to ice, the other is weak to fire. So I ended up just using my Ma spells, Ma Zio, Ma Garu, Ma Bufu, Ma Agi, and took out the minions, and then next turn we just went physical against the Shadow Kanji and fight was over. This was actually easier than Yukiko, Yusuke, or Chie's. I have a feeling we're probably a little over leveled. Well, I don't have Mazio, so we used Megiddo. But yeah, this fight goes very, very quickly, very easy. We don't even finish 2 full turns. Very easy fight.
It's over. There!
Stay out of my way! What's wrong with acting however I feel like? Eyes closed.
Wow, that was
Give me
intense!
more.
Are you alright?
And we're about to beat Shadow Kanji, and there's going to be a lot of dialogue cutscenes, so I will see you guys next video. If you're enjoying the walkthrough, drop a like, feel free to subscribe for more. If you feel like making a donation to the cause, there's a link in the description to buy me a coffee. Not required. Members, however, do get perks such as being able to pick what my next walkthrough will be. So I will see you guys next time.
Congratulations, Sensei!
Alright, I leveled up!
Damn it.
Kanji-kun.
Wait, Yukiko, something's wrong.
It's still coming at us! Kanji is still rejecting it!
Well, I can't blame him with this many witnesses.
Such a passionate approach.
What?
I think that you three would make wonderful boyfriends.
Stop it! You got it all wrong.
Enough. Stop! What the hell are you blabbering about? I don't care who! Won't someone, anyone please accept me? Stop it! Accept me for who I am!
Whoa, whoa! I really don't swing that way!
I said stop it! Can't believe something like this is inside me.
Kanji, you're...
Yeah, I know. I've known all this time I had something like you. It ain't a matter of guys or chicks. I'm just scared shitless of being rejected. I'm a total pansy who tries to make everyone hate me. You make it sound like you've got it all figured out. Come on, get up. Anyone who looks like me, I know they ain't so weak that they can't take a punch. I already know that you're me. You're me. And I'm you, damn it. Shit.
Kanji-kun!
Let's get him out of here.
Kanji-kun, are you okay?
It's nothing. Whoa. I feel great. It's like my mind's all cleared up. Hey, about what just happened. Yeah, you better.
We'll explain everything later. You need to take a rest now.
We'll be waiting for you at school.
School? Sure, if I ever feel like going.
I'll take this guy home. If anyone asks, I'll just say I found him somewhere like this.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Remember that Kanji Tatsumi guy I told you about? You know, the one who went nuts on that news special. His family's shop called in to report him missing. But now he's been found. I thought I'd let you know since you go to the same high school. Yeah. One other thing. Some people have seen you around that textile shop lately, I hear. It's not the kind of shop students normally visit. Just what kind of business did you have there? A friend? Oh, that Amagi girl. That's right. Her family's inn buys their stuff wholesale. Fine. Just don't get yourself in over your head, okay?
Are you fighting again?